ambitious. Young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
First carry for Darius Geis, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, come on now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Check me out. Check 4. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, switch gears.
Haskins will keep it on the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Sponge. No.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The pass on fourth down. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A gain on the play. First down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Sanders, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Check it back.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Redskins take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check.
Hey, box truck.
Second and 13. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up first and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's more on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Yo.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Crunch time, defense. Joker.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm going to run you over. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch the
Bravo.
Danny. Mike's 54.
He'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ertz. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Down. 8 read. Blue draw quarter.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 31, Haskins eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown. touchdown, Washington.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here we go.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Set. 30 base.
Check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Here we go.
Hey, wahoo.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Good job, guys.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
We got this.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7. Go.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, juice it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point right down the middle, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
54 is Mike. 54.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Ready to break.
56. Check 56.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, tighten down.
Hey, orbit. Defense.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Switch. Alert 3.
Tight yard, tight yard, tight yard.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ready up.
54, right there. 54, Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd down, Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
27-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Deuce.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Geis with a carry on second down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 31, check 31. Go,
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. The setup, a throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
He's checking. Crash. Mott's 56. Watch the screen, right side. Watch the screen. He's coming. We got double up. 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Redskins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. The Redskins 27-yard line.
Stop your whining.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Saints on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Next to score, Saints 35, Redskins 13. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 23 yards, the final tally. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I know he ain't got it. Look small. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got him. Put him on. West. Quick.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a run with Geis. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Check three. Any weapon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get any he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 96 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know. Check safety, check safety.
Out of the gun, Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 66. Pull it. High.
Here's Haskins to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Pick, baby. Pick. All day. All day.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run the counter. McClellan.
Oh, yeah.
So this one a victory here.